Have you ever wondered how the world, already scarred by the brutal destruction of World War I, could plunge once again into an even deadlier conflict that would claim over 70 million lives and reshape every continent? World War II did not begin with a single event but was the result of years of economic despair, unresolved anger, and dangerous ambitions that the world ignored until it was too late. After World War I ended in 1918, the Treaty of Versailles left Germany deeply humiliated, forcing it to accept full blame for the war, pay crippling reparations, give up valuable territories, and disarm its military, creating anger and a desire for revenge among its people who saw their nation humiliated on the world stage. Across Europe, economies were unstable, but the Great Depression of 1929 turned these struggles into desperation as millions lost jobs, businesses collapsed, and hunger became widespread, creating fertile ground for extremist leaders who promised hope through strength, conquest, and nationalism. In Germany, Adolf Hitler rose to power in 1933, vowing to restore Germany's pride, rebuild its military, reclaim lost territories, and defy the restrictions of the Treaty of Versailles, while using propaganda to blame Jews, communists, and the West for Germany's suffering. In Italy, Benito Mussolini led a fascist regime seeking to revive the Roman Empire by expanding into Africa, while in Asia, Japan, hungry for resources and power, invaded Manchuria in 1931 and launched a full-scale invasion of China in 1937, committing horrific atrocities while the world mostly looked away. The League of Nations, created to prevent another world war, proved weak and unable to stop aggressors, encouraging leaders like Hitler and Mussolini to believe they could expand without consequences. Hitler boldly sent troops into the demilitarized Rhineland in 1936, annexed Austria in 1938 in the Anschlusses, and then demanded the Sudetenland from Czechoslovakia, claiming it was to protect German-speaking people. In hopes of avoiding another devastating war, Britain and France followed a policy of appeasement, agreeing to Hitler's demands at the Munich Conference in 1938, believing this would secure peace, but it only convinced Hitler that the West would not stand up to him. Meanwhile, Hitler and Stalin shocked the world by signing the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact in August 1939, agreeing not to attack each other and secretly dividing Eastern Europe into spheres of influence, giving Hitler the confidence to make his next move. On 1 September 1939, Germany invaded Poland using a staged attack as an excuse, and just 2 days later, Britain and France declared war on Germany, marking the official start of World War II. However, behind these moves were deeper causes: the rise of aggressive ideologies like fascism and militarism, the collapse of economies that made people desperate enough to support dangerous leaders, the failures of international diplomacy, and the world's reluctance to confront rising threats before they grew too big to control. World War II happened because of a complex mix of unresolved anger, economic turmoil, expansionist ambitions by Germany, Italy, and Japan, and the tragic human tendency to ignore small aggressions until they explode into global catastrophe. This war would soon engulf Europe, Asia, and Africa, bring the United States and the Soviet Union into the fight, and lead to unimaginable suffering, the Holocaust, and the use of atomic bombs, leaving a permanent mark on humanity and teaching us that the costs of ignoring injustice and aggression can lead to a conflict so vast that it changes the world forever. Understanding why World War II happened is not just about looking back at history but a reminder to stay vigilant against rising hatred, unchecked power, and economic despair that can push societies toward the same darkness the world faced in 1939, ensuring we learn the lessons that millions paid for with their lives. And that's why World War II happened: a mix of unresolved anger, economic struggles, rising dictators, and the world's silence in the face of aggression, leading to a conflict that changed history forever. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like the video so more people can learn this history, subscribe to the channel for more educational videos, and turn on the bell so you never miss an upload. Let me know in the comments what topic you want us to cover next, or if you have any questions about World War II, and I'll reply personally. Thanks for watching, and remember, understanding history helps us avoid repeating it.